Welcome back to another edition of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where me, Jason,
and me, Jennifer,
have a few drinks
and talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting,
and Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod.
If you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice or have any questions for us,
please call us at 256-274-1229.
I kind of feel like we're doing an infomercial.
Please call. There's only 4 limited stock.
Yeah. 1-800
Shitty
200
parents.
Goldsmith. Oh, wait. Oh, damn. I can't remember the commercial. It was like the lawyer guy. I messed it
I don't
up.
think I remember that one.
Don't matter.
I was about to say 1-800-SHITTY-PARENTS.
Yeah.
Miss Jennifer, how you week been?
Hot.
It is.
The heat index is like yesterday. I got home after hanging out and putting Elijah's car together with Justin. It should not be that hard to put together the Fisher-Price car thing. Oh my God. Me and Justin just trying to get little man not to... We let him play with the wheels while we're trying to figure out what part goes where. And oh my God, it was... And then trying to get him, like when Justin was hammering, for Elijah to get out of the way because he doesn't really, he wants daddy or mommy. Doesn't really want Auntie Jay. So I was trying to, let's watch Mickey Mouse, let's play with the wheel, like trying to keep him distracted so Justin could hammer shit in. And I was just like, oh my God, this is how hard it is to put the sucker together. But I told him I would do it, so I would help.
Did y'all do it in the
room?
In the room? Okay.
Yeah. Because I think Alea was getting ready for something.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's been pretty fucking hot
but
here.
I get home and I'm sitting on the porch and it's 7:00 and I am drenched with sweat.
And it's so humid, it's not evaporating at all.
Nope. And so, yeah, I didn't want to eat anything. I didn't want to do anything because I was just like, ew, feeling icky. So it was shower and go to bed because it was just like, so.
And you slept in because you've been working a bunch last 2 weeks.
Kind of. I mean, not really sleeping in, but laying in bed and just relaxing. Because, I worked 12 days straight and over 8 hours, much all those days. It's been a hell of a time. But
You're
we'll
past
see what
past the hump, hopefully?
I don't know. We'll see what this week brings. We'll see if I still have to work extra or not, because I have no idea what we're doing.
Well, not to give away like Jennifer's work, but like I've had to interact with the things she's been doing too, and I signed up, and it went pretty smoothly. I haven't heard anybody having problems signing up or anything.
No. Drew and Vonda and I were talking about it, and Drew used her old account, which I thought was interesting.
I tried my old account; it didn't let me.
And I got the email with my new one and signed up. Really easy. It wasn't that hard. It was weird that I wanted a security phrase. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I found that one too.
I was like, okay, that's a weird thing, but whatever. I don't even remember what I put in, to be honest. But it don't matter. I'm not calling in. I work there.
Yeah.
And I got online. I know what my, it's saved in my phone, my username and password, pretty much. I let the phone do that weird, funky, 4 digits and then a dash and 4 digits and a dash. And I will be lost if I ever lost my phone because it has all my passwords. I should write them down and put them in the safe, but I just forget.
Yeah. There's so I work in software, and we actually have something called a key pass. But it's like a password saver for you. And it's nice because it's like, I have 400 passwords, so I can organize them by like companies and like things where, I work in, or not even just passwords, but like stuff I have to like put in to get access to things when I'm debugging code. So it's nice. And I think I'm going to set one up for my mom when I start taking over her bills and stuff like that. So you can barely remember to message me for lunch. Yes.
Let alone passwords and when bills are paid. And,
sorry about that, by the way.
It's okay.
I had yesterday. Jennifer came over. We recorded with a friend of yours, or a person you brought over, and we. I think I had said, you want to do lunch, we go shopping, or do lunch, then we go record.
Yeah.
And slipped my mind. Just right out my brain. And Jennifer finally messaged me almost at 2. She's like, are we still doing lunch? And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I was sitting there and I'm like, waiting. And I'm like, okay, well, I might as well just go to Costco since I haven't heard from him,
Well, you messaged me
at 9 on Saturday, and then Sunday, waiting. I was like, okay, I gotta get
Well,
stuff.
I was like, oh, she's so sweet. She's offering to get us something from Costco.
Well, I mean,
No, I know, but it was just like, I didn't even...
until I said, are we doing lunch? And you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I just and we ended up having lunch at the same place, just at different times. Because I was talking to Zane when I got here to eat. But how's your week been?
It is... Hold on.
Besides forgetting.
You keep talking while I chew for a second.
Yeah, I guess it's really chewy what we're eating. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. So.
My week has been good. Friend of ours, more my friend than yours, you know her, but her name's Mila. She moved back from Washington State, a little town called Bellingham, just north of Seattle. And I'd been there. It was really, and I like it. But she finally got a divorce from her husband, and I think all her friends have been telling her for a while she needs to divorce him. Not that he was abusive, but he was just
he's just a dick.
Yeah, he was like, he could be difficult.
Yes.
And they'd been having problems for as long as I've known them. So they finally got a divorce, and she moved back to Huntsville, and it went really well. So, but she's like, can you come over and help me put together a dresser? And I'm like, yeah. And like before she came, I was like, do you want me to come over and like turn on the AC before you arrive, or get your mail or something like that? She's like, no, I don't want to take advantage of you. I'm like, okay. So I went over there I've been having to burn through my pay time off, my PTO, because we're at like I'll lose it at a certain point.
Right.
So I have to burn through it. So I took off Friday, and I was like, yeah, can you bring your tools? Because I think I'm going to need some, and you're going to have to show me what to buy myself. So I went to Walmart to go get some stuff for our house, and I was like, I have a small screwdriver set thing, but it's really handy. It's like a real small screwdriver set with like 20 or 30 different bits, and it's really handy and convenient. I just slip it in my drawer. So I was like, I'm going to get one of those for her as a house present. So
that was nice.
Yeah, so I got her one, and it came, hers is a little bit bigger because it comes with like a wrench and a couple of wrenches too because I was like, and she's like, oh, do you think I'll need a drill? I'm like, you don't need one, but like if you do get one, all these bits that come in this screwdriver set will work in a drill. So
that's good.
She was appreciative, but it was hot. She's Argentinian, so I don't know if she's just used to living kind of without AC or not. But I got over there, and I was like, I don't know if the AC was on at all, but it was very hot in that house. And I had to put together that dresser for her, and it was fine. It was not difficult, but by the end of it, I was sopping wet.
Yeah.
And I got home, and I was like, I got to take a shower because I'm so... And I just sat on my bed and just passed out. I was so tired. I couldn't believe what I was.
Well, that heat just
sucks it out of you.
Yeah, it's like sucks the life force, and you're just like, okay.
I think it would have been worse had it been in the sunshine.
Oh yeah,
I would have been just like comatose had it been that. But just existing in heat. Yeah. We're such spoiled little girls over here.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to work in the heat, and then our yard guys like killing themselves, dripping sweat. Yeah, it's been Clea's been back to school. She actually, I don't think I told you, she got sick. She had a little fever on Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, it wouldn't last for it. Like, she was like, I feel a little lightheaded, and she took it upon herself to take her temperature. She's like, is this high? And I was like, 100. I was like,
100.6?
100.6, not 100.
Good Lord. I was like, that's not a little temperature, Jason. That's ER.
No, if it was 106, I would have taken it to the ER. No,
right.
It was 100.6.
No, but you didn't do the point, so you scared me a little bit.
Yeah. So it's 100.6.
There we go. Big difference.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, you have a little fever. And she's been coughing a little bit, so I was like, okay.
You got like allergies?
Maybe, but I didn't think allergies are fevers.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think like... back to school for a week, you get all the sicknesses.
All the bugs and bits.
Yeah, she didn't really didn't hang out with, like, she did camp, but after camp, pretty much here, until she went to
Camp APAC.
Yeah.
I will say, as since she's been back from camp, her attitude is saying, like, she hasn't been a grouchy little shit.
Yesterday she was.
She'll have her moments, but like even her like we started back at therapy, and her therapist was like, her attitude really good. I was like, I know. So
what happened?
I don't know. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just like, I even told Zane, I was like, he's like, yeah, she has been really like, I mean, she still grumbles a bit every now and then, but it's not, it hasn't. And her attitude problem is not god awful.
Oh no.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Cause you're just be like,
dude,
can you do something for me? And then it's just like,
yeah.
But yeah, lately it's been, even today when we got back from grocery shopping, she just met us. I didn't have to ask her. She just showed up in the kitchen. She's like, okay, what do I do? And I was like, oh, there's a sweet angel.
Oh, good Lord.
So I've been enjoying that.
Yeah. Yesterday, you were out and about when I came over because the guest was my coworker. So I wanted to make sure that I was here to meet her. And you messaged me like, hey, you want to come out to the house before your coworker gets here? And I'm like, I'm already here. I already told Kalia, to make, check. And I was checking the driveway because I told her, you could park in the driveway and come through the garage. So, I was kind of keeping an eye out, and you're like, oh, good. All right, perfect. Because just because it was I wanted to make sure that I was meeting her here. But I walk in the house because I practically live here. And got keys.
Yeah, I was about to say, keys and garage door opener.
You guys trust me so much. But I walk in and Clea's like, Auntie Jay, I need your help. And I was like, I need a hi first. And she's like, oh, hi. I'll get a hug. Okay. I need help. So she's like, I'm like, a bug? Because that was what it was the last time. Yeah. She's like, no, follow me. And I was like, okay. So we go in the bathroom and she's like, I don't know what to use on the corners of the bathtub. And I'm like, and so she has like clean spray, and then she has like soft. I'm like, do you have a brush or something to scrub, the corners? And she's like, no, I'll just go get the kitchen
sponge.
And I'm like, well, we usually don't mix the two, baby, because those are for dishes, and you should have something for your bathroom. And I was like, washcloth. And she's like, yeah, I'll go get one. I was like, okay. I was like, since you're going to use a washcloth, just use the spray. And then so I, she's like, okay. And then so I come back into the living room for something, and I go back and I'm like, everything good? And she's like, yeah. And she was just scrubbing. I was like, you should wet the washcloth so that way it'll help.
Scrub
and
it
then
better.
you get the Mr. Clean off too. And she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, you just part of the cloth, wet, dry, and then, so she's like, okay, thank you, Auntie Jay. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, she's cleaning? Like, no one's here to tell her? Like, I figured it was either bug or check my room. And I'm like, no, it was because she had to clean her bathtub. And I'm like, dude, okay, good deal.
Well, I'm super pleased with that because I had asked her. I was like, hey, today we need to clean your bathtub because it's getting those corners are kind of gross looking.
Right.
So I was. Yeah, I don't know what has sparked the sweet child to come back, but I'm enjoying it while it's here.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are those your clothes in the washer?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm gonna put them in the dryer for you, okay?" Oh, thanks, Auntie Jay. I'm like, but then when I told her that her clothes were done, I got grump because she had to go.
She was doing something.
She was on the couch and she had to go get them because I needed to put my clothes in the dryer because the guest was coming. But yeah, she's that definitely surprised me when. Yeah, and I love that,
Yeah.
She just come to me and be like, "Bug, check my room or help me, tell me how to clean my bathtub." Okay, I will. It just, yeah, it's nice that
Yeah.
So come.
She's a sweetie.
She's my buddy.
Man, I tell you what. We are now the second, well, I guess maybe third week to August, and I got so excited because probably about maybe the first week of August that humidity dropped off, and it was actually a little cool.
Yeah,
like Zane and I went for a walk, and I was like, I'm a borderline cool here.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we're going to start having fires again. And then motherfucker.
Nope. Alabama, we have 3 seasons in one day.
Hot and hot.
Well, no, sometimes it'll be like cold in the morning and then, nice. Yeah. And then it'll be like heat index of like 105. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's that humidity that's so brutal.
Mm-hmm. because it's just, you walk out and it's just like you just start sweating, like you hit a wall, and it's just like bam right in your face. And you get in the car and you're like, oh fuck, I'm in a fucking sauna.
Yeah, and your steering wheel is like touching lava.
Yes, but I'm very grateful for trees.
Yeah.
So my house, I mean, I would love a garage, but I don't have one. But I do. I just have a concrete slab, and I just park in it. But the car cooler than if I like when I park in your driveway. And I park in a garage at work, so I don't really have to deal with it too often. It's only like when I go places on the weekends that I have to deal with the hot. But I have that little window. Like umbrella, that's my shade screen, because I had that one where you fold it, but I could never get the motherfucker to fold right. So every time Zane got in the car, I'm like, baby, would you fold this for me, please? Or I'd just come to the house and like we'd be leaving, like, hey, before we leave, fold my screen for me, because I couldn't get it to work, and then it would like pop up, like if I tried, I'm like, oh fuck. So I found this really cool one that.
It's like an umbrella, basically.
It's like, and
a
it
reverse
just,
umbrella.
Yeah, you just put it in your window and it clicks, and it is so much easier than that damn twisty whatever it was. But I'm ready for fall.
Me too.
I'm ready for no bugs, because I get the big ass cockroaches, the tree roaches.
Oh yeah,
they're all over the place, and then spiders.
We don't have any. We haven't got any roaches in the house, but every time I pull up to the house outside, like I'll park outside our house, I can see like 2 or 3 crawling along our brick. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I see them on the porch. I do have, sometimes they come in the house, but Puppy plays with them and then puts them on their back, and then they die. And then I just like hockey putt them outside, because if they're still alive, I can't step on them.
Can't squish them.
They're just, ew, they're gooey. Like, I just can't. Ugh, stop. Yeah, so I can't pick them up or kill them. So she does that, and then I for them to die, and I sweep them out the house.
Speaking of fucking bugs, we have been battling a goddamn flea for our cats that never go outside.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't either. Like I bought the medication where you give them and it kills the fleas within 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I gave you a pill. Did that help, Puppy?
I believe so. Mama says she might have some more, but I haven't seen any fleas. She does have like a little spot underneath her neck, but I just think it might be kind of stress from her living at Mama's and living at mine and like coming back to the house. So, Mama said she didn't see fleas on her, but she was scratching. I think that could be just getting used to different atmospheres.
Well, we bought the pills, and then also bought some like medication, the stuff you put on the back of their neck, and it takes care of it for 2 weeks, and then it would come back. So
I thought it was supposed to be a month.
I did too, but I'm thinking what happens is like it's supposed to kill the ones on them, but there's probably eggs in the carpet or something like that. So and one of the days I took off, I was like, all right, I'm going to bomb the house, but I didn't want to bomb our kitchen because I didn't want to have to cover everything up.
Right.
So I bought carpet spray for the kitchen and dining room and living room area, and I bought a couple of bombs for the bedroom. So I bombed our bedroom and washed everything just to kill the eggs, and it seems to have done the trick.
Oh, that's good, because
we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Those bombs, they're kind of creepy. I had to bomb the house once. And I got a little cage for Puppy to be outside with me because the dog's in the backyard, but Puppy, she was in the front porch with me in enclosure, like the dog. Yeah. Dogs that are crated. Yeah. And she was just outside with me, setting them off and then running and I didn't know. I was like, I didn't want to die. I was scared, but I did that. That was weird. It was weird because you and it just like, oh fuck, like you feel like. I mean, it's like a grenade. It kind of is. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, we had to bomb several times when I was growing up, but we had wall-to-wall carpeting everywhere. Mm-hmm. No, not the kitchen, but it's like, I guess the eggs just in the carpet and the rugs. So that's why I wanted to bomb in our bedroom, because there's so much fabric everywhere. It's like, okay, curtains and
bedding and floor. You got a carpet in the floor, and then we
have a headboard that's fabric. So I was just like, I wanted to bomb it. And I still need to bomb Justin's, but that one I can at least close the door for a while. And I told him I still want to do it. The cats don't go back there.
Right.
So, but I haven't seen these, but give it 2 weeks.
Well, good luck, because...
Yeah. I was so bad. I was like, please don't go outside.
Yeah, I guess. And it wasn't my dogs, because they had it before I was bringing the dogs over.
Oh, man. That's
no.
irritating. All right. Well, I think we're at a good spot for break.
Okay.
So we'll be right back. And we're back. And Jennifer just pointed her wine glass.
Yeah, because usually we'll introduce the cocktail, then go on break.
I forgot about that. Okay, well, we'll do a little louder. All right.
Just backwards.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, so...
Am I introducing or are you introducing? You're introducing.
Yeah, I'm introducing. So this is part of those wines that I picked up from Costco.
Good old Costco.
Good old Costco for but anywhere between $7 and $10. They have a pretty good selection of that price range.
Yeah, they do. And we've gotten a lot of bottles from them
that have been really good.
Yeah. I don't know if
this one's probably not my
grape juicy.
Yeah, this one's not my favorite, but it's still hands above the
the Advent calendar.
Advent calendar was
God,
god awful. But this is what is this? Mo from
Sierra Salinas.
It's a Monastrell grape.
Yep.
It's a product of Spain.
100% the Monastrell grape.
Mm-hmm. So I've never heard before. I've never even heard of the grape before.
No, me neither.
But I'm liking it the more I drink it. When we did the when we did the cocktail review before the podcast, Jennifer's like, "Oh, that's dry." I was like, "Oh, it's dry."
Well, again, the heat. I think I'm just dehydrated, so I need to drink more water.
Is it wetting it up a bit more?
A little bit, but not as much as it still tastes grape juice. I don't know. It's weird. It could be what I ate too, or maybe. Drink not enough water today.
This is not this is not a bottle I would probably
buy again.
Yeah. But if someone offered me some, I'd take it. Yeah, but I don't think I'd probably
free alcohol. More. I mean, why not? Anybody want to send us some alcohol? We love free alcohol.
I'm trying to think that we had one not too long ago. It was I think it was a Cabernet, but I don't know. We had a bottle somewhat recently. I was like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
To the podcast too. I remember which one it is.
And we had, the way our guests, so Benjamin, the way you're hearing this, you'll hear this before. This episode will come out before the episode where we had Miss Aubrey on. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer and I, when she was arranging it, Aubrey wanted some wild turkey. So I was snockered.
Oh my God. He was
I cannot believe how drunk I was.
You were so happy drunk, though. It was so much fun
to see
cackling. How happy you were. So happy drunk.
Yeah. I hope Aubrey had a good time, though.
I think she did.
Yeah.
She never did message me, but...
She sent me her Instagram stuff and her
good.
Spotify stuff.
Because she was supposed to let me know that she got to her friend's house.
So, yeah.
But I was putting together the car, so I wasn't even paying attention. I was just griping at the damn instructions and fucking Fisher Price. Needs to get their shit together. Yeah. Put colors. Say this motherfucker's black and this is a red piece and this is... Don't just... Oh, this is the piece and this needs to be a piece and this needs a piece and you don't know what colors they are because there's different colors for everything. It was so fucking difficult. It should not have been that difficult. Because...
We'll have to post a picture on this.
Alea was trying it first. Mm-hmm. And when I walked in, she's hammering. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this house? And I walk in and she's on the floor trying to hammer and baby Elijah just sitting on the bed playing with this because he plays with his foot in his sock and he's just watching Mickey Mouse as he's playing with his foot and he's just sitting so content on the bed. And I was like, I wish you would have done that shit for Daddy and me. You running around. So I was giving him the instructions and he was using them to slide across the carpet. I was like, slide, baby, slide. Just don't bother Daddy. But yeah, I was like, fuck, goddamn car. I'm still amazed at how difficult.
I was amazed at how difficult. It wasn't difficult, but how many bits and pieces that fucking dresser was, because it was an Ashley dresser for Mila.
Yeah.
It was a Ashley furniture dresser, but it was literally could have come straight out of IKEA because it was flat packed. I had to assemble everything. It had a lot of the same parts. I was like, wow, this is fucking, and it's like that compressed sawdust shit that IKEA is made out of. particle board. I think.
Particle board. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, wow, this is fucking particle board.
Yeah, it's crazy. We might be beginning at an IKEA. I heard.
So for our listeners outside of Alabama, Huntsville is, I would say, a medium-sized city.
Yeah, we're a little big city. That's how I say
we're not as big as, I would say Nashville's probably a medium-sized city.
Yeah.
We're probably about a third, maybe a quarter that size.
I think we're getting close to being one of the biggest cities in Alabama.
Yeah. I think we're probably, I mean, hold on, I'm chewing again.
You keep biting
I know,
as soon
I'm
as
sorry,
while you're talking.
They're good snacks. But Huntsville, Huntsville City itself is the biggest city in Alabama, but our metro area is, I think, second, maybe behind Birmingham.
Gotcha.
But even Birmingham's not that big, compared to, I think it's smaller than Nashville.
Yeah. But then Nashville also has a whole bunch of suburbs to it, too. So
its metro is huge.
Massive.
But they
have big buildings, too. So.
And Nashville doesn't have an IKEA.
Nope.
So I'm just amazed that we're getting
the closest
an IKEA.
one is Atlanta to us.
So,
for our Georgians.
For our Georgians. Yeah, I'm amazed we're getting an IKEA because we're not that big of a city. It takes literally 20 minutes to drive one end of the city to the other.
On a good day, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no traffic. Yeah. Yep. You can get on 560.
Yeah, but we have, the Chapman Mountain area. It's growing massively. Winchester and then Newmarket and all the little cities. They're just expanding and surrounding Huntsville, making more people come, I guess, into town. Is what we used to say when we lived out Ryland Pike area.
I'm just surprised we're getting IKEA because we're not that big of a I have enjoyed living here, but I moved from Dallas and that is a massive city, and so going from a major metropolis to itty bitty Huntsville, it's like
our biggest building is the Regions Bank. Yeah, and Nashville has the big Batman building, which is the AT&T building. Which is my favorite building because every time I drive into Nashville, I'm like, Batman!
I always think I have Sauron.
Yeah, I know, but I see Batman.
Well, speaking of Nashville and Birmingham,
we were talking about road trips.
Yeah.
Yay.
I've been, Jennifer and I have been using, I've been using ChatGPT to come up with ideas because we're struggling on shit to talk about.
Yeah. And that's why we ask you guys to give us some topics.
And I don't know, this season especially, I've had no problem getting guests. I'm actually kind of backlogged on people wanting to come on. So I think, maybe in future seasons, it may just be guests and Reddit posts.
And voicemails, hopefully.
Yeah, voicemails. So, ooh, you know what? We could do the voicemail ones as Patreon content.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I've set up the Patreon thing. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Right, because you wanted to wait till 7.
Well, I need a little more time to set everything up.
Which is waiting till season 7, I think. Yeah. Well, you did something you can do on your day off. Yeah. There you go.
Speaking of days off, Friday, I have so we're recording this on Sunday the 17th.
Yep.
I have to fly back to Texas on the 22nd for a funeral.
Yeah. So. Your great uncle?
No, uncle. Huh? My mom's second eldest sister, her husband just died at 90.
So that's a regular uncle, right?
Yeah, just a regular uncle. So
everybody's so old in your family, not to be mean, but it's just
no. Mom had me old. Mom was 35. I know. So.
Well, Mama had Patrick at 38.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
That, but I'm just because when I think uncle, my uncle is my mama's age, and my mama had me at a young age. Mm-hmm. So Patrick probably thinks is more along your lines than I am because I was 20. I mean, she was 20 when she had me, so everybody was relatively near her age.
Yeah.
Except for my uncle.
Mecky?
No, Uncle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When I changed his diapers.
I thought it was Mecky.
No, Mecky is my mom's brother that is her age. That was part of the sibling group.
It doesn't matter his name.
Yeah, Jonathan. No, it's sad. Saskia is my aunt that I've never met.
Oh, okay.
And Saskia is probably in her 20s, and I'm 44. I've never met Saskia because she wasn't born the last time I went to Germany, I think.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean,
Daniel is my uncle.
Your mom's siblings are all pretty close in age too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Doris is the oldest.
And how much older is Doris than your mom?
I want to say she's like 52 or 3.
52? How old's your mom?
No, not 50. 60. Sorry. 60. Maybe she's like 66.
So mid-60s.
68. Because my mom's 64. Because Doris is, I want to say Doris is the oldest, and then it's Uwe, and then it's Mama, then it's Elke, and then it's Meki, and then it's Daniel, and then it's Saskia. I think. I might be, no, Reiner's in there. So Reiner is older than Mama. So he might be the oldest. I'm not really sure. Because, as a child, you don't think about age.
Yeah.
When you meet, when you're hanging out with your uncles and your aunts. So I'm really bad at ages anyways, just because I barely remember mine. And I only remember my mom's is because she's just, all I got to do is add a 2 in front of mine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think Reiner, Doris, Uwe are older than Mama. Then it's Mama, then it's Elke, and then Meki. Which his real name is Stefan, but there was a, I don't know if it was a cartoon character of a groundhog or it was a groundhog, but the groundhog's name was Meki. And I guess my uncle's hair kind of looked like the groundhog, so they just started calling him Meki and it stuck. As a child, those random nicknames that you just wonder where the fuck that nickname came from.
It's like calling your kid Sonic because he got to have bad hair day.
Yeah, or, my sister being a Poochie. Like, where did that come from? It doesn't sound anything like her name. Her name is Letitia. But, it doesn't sound anything like it. But that's just, And then, she introduced herself to me as Poochie. This is my stepsister. So, I met her late in life. And then she's like, oh, I want you to call me, Letitia. I don't want to be Poochie no more. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I forget your first name because I've been calling you this for multiple years now, and I didn't even know your real name because you don't put it on Facebook. Your Facebook is like Hot Wheels or some weird, she changes it up so many times that she doesn't put her real name on there, so I don't even see it there to be like, okay, let me, get used to this. So it's always and then everybody else, Poochie. But the kids, she wanted them to call her Letitia. I'm like, well, I don't know. They might do it, but I don't. I still call her Poochie.
Well, my mom, she had the sister that this is her husband was she's 88, so that's 6 years older than mom. No, 7 years older than mom. No, mom's 83, and I think she's 88, so that's 5 years. So, and she had, my Aunt Glenda had her kids all early. So, she had, she was married at 17. I think,
wow.
And had her first kids at, 18 and 19. So, I am, way younger than everybody. So, yeah, and mom had me at 35. So, the age disparities are huge in my family.
Yeah.
But.
Your cousins could be your aunts and uncles.
Yeah. My eldest cousin on my mom's side, I was friends with her daughter because her daughter and I are 2 years apart.
Yeah.
Because my cousin was already married by the time my mom and dad had me.
Yeah.
But either way, my aunt was like, "Oh, is your mom coming back?" And I was like, "No," because mom's it's too hard for her to travel anymore because it hurts.
Yeah, and in tiny airplane, and then the car ride, and then
so. My mom called my Aunt Glenda and Glenda was like, "Are you coming?" She's like, "No." She's like, "I'll come for years though."
Oh wow!
I was like, my mom's
shade,
some dark humor.
Yes, gotta love Mama Ruth. Put it down.
Well, I was about to say, speaking of road trips, so Mom and I did a road trip just recently in May to go see her, my mom's eldest sister for her 90th birthday.
Yeah, and you got to see your uncle then, so that was a really good. It's not like
a farewell.
I guess you didn't know it was going to happen, but it was good to see him one more time.
He was already on hospice, so
I didn't realize that at that time, but But Miss Faye can't hear, can't see. Boney is all get out, but she's still hanging on.
Lord, that whatever is affecting her muscles to make her so skinny, it has not affected her diaphragm because she still screams at you.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
I've heard her. And then you have to scream back, and I'm just like, I gotta scoot over.
Yeah.
It's a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
But you have to repeat yourself like 8 times too. And then Abert.
Oh, God. I didn't forget to tell you. Abert called me yesterday.
He'll be like trying to yell at her to tell her what you said. And then it's like everybody's yelling at each other. So it's just like, fuck. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and Terry, if you're listening to my eldest cousin, who
the one that was complaining and called you out.
If you're listening to this, my Uncle Abert called me the other day because Abert is such a fucking pot stirrer.
Yes.
He loves to be, like, I thought I was nosy, and I love to gossip, but
he like Googles shit.
Yeah, I don't care enough to care. Like, if someone, my cousins could all be mass murderers, I wouldn't know because I'm just like, unless I hear about it, I don't really care that much. Yeah. My Uncle Abert is bored and knows how to use the internet somewhat well, so he pays for. He will go online and pay for a background search on people he's curious about. So he asked me before. He's like, "So what did your brother go to jail for?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know. You didn't tell me, so how can I tell you?"
Yeah.
But he called me, my Uncle Abert called me yesterday and was like, hey, so my uncle who just died, his youngest son, they were going to have let me back up. My uncle who just died, they were going to have the funeral the week after.
Right,
and I was
real quick.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I can't make it because that's too quickly. But then my uncle's youngest son, Dan, apparently had already booked a trip to Germany.
Oh.
And so the family was like, okay, we'll push it back to the 23rd to let Dan, so he doesn't have to waste the money.
Right.
Because Dan was like, he was like, okay, I'll take the hit and I'll miss it. And I guess his sisters and brother and sister were like, no, it's fine. We'll just push it back. So they pushed it back to the 23rd. And so my Uncle Abert called me and he's like, hey, so what does Glenda's son do? And I'm like, well, which one? Because he's got 3 of them. And he's like, I can't remember his name. The youngest one, he's going to Germany or something like that. I was like, oh, Dan. I was like, I think he's in accounting. I'm not sure. I know Dan doesn't have kids, so he's not going to listen to this fucking podcast. But I don't
know. Terry might be like, oh,
they're talking about me.
They're talking about you.
But yeah, Abert was just like, digging for dirt on Dan. He's like, what does he do for a living? I was like, I don't fucking know. He was like, I know he was in the Marines. And I was like, yeah, but that's about all. I was like, because like, I see him like maybe once a year when I lived in Texas. Mm-hmm. So I was like, and I'm sure he's told me I have a bad memory.
Right.
So unless it's something that like sticks out in my mind, it's just gone.
Yeah.
But I got so tickled because
I hope he has fun. I mean, even though it's his dad that died.
Yeah.
I hope he enjoys his trip. That's kind of hard to to know that you're in this beautiful city and then have to come back.
I mean, I think,
but with you saying he's being on hospice, hopefully they've all kind of,
and they
did their goodbyes or were,
they did. And they were all
loved on him and surrounded him with love. And
they were all like, each of the siblings was taking it. Because there's 4 of them. They were all coming by and checking on their dad. And they knew he was loved.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know he's loved and I never met the man. But you can just call mama and just video. Just be like, here, this is the funeral. So she can watch.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm not looking forward to it, but I hate funerals.
Yeah.
This episode should have been about fucking funerals.
I mean, you're road tripping to go to a funeral.
My ass is flying.
Well, I mean, you're still road tripping. I still consider that a road trip.
Oh, no. Road trips are in the car.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was going to say, well, speaking of road trips, I picked this one because, surprisingly, Zane and I and you, we've done many, many, many road trips.
Yes.
And surprisingly, we haven't had, like, the kids have been pretty good on them.
Yeah.
You give them a tablet and some snacks, and you can just be like, okay, just stay out of our hair.
I'm still finding goldfishes from the first time we went to Gatlinburg.
That was a lot. That was 7 years ago, wasn't it?
I found a goldfish the other day.
Wow.
I don't know if he like threw it in there. He could have, and I didn't know because I didn't want him eating in my car anymore. Because Boys and Girls Club, when they leave, they pick a snack and a drink, and I was telling him I would ask for it when he got in the car because he would like leave wrappers and trash, and I didn't want bugs in my car. I already got bugs in my house. I don't need bugs in my car.
when I was driving, or when you used to drop him off here and he would hang out on the front porch, I would let him go get like some Takis. And I usually got a pretty good ear for when they're done with their Takis, but every now and then I'd be like, God damn it, Wesley, just give me the fucking bag. Don't leave it in my car.
Right.
Or Clea will do the same shit too. Or she'll
put
just
it in the door.
stuff it in the door.
Yeah. He did that too. That's where all the trash was in the door.
Yeah.
And his
Drives
pills.
me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think though, I think the longest road trip we ever did was New Orleans with kids, wasn't it?
Yeah. I would say.
That
wasn't too bad.
We did it twice though, didn't we? Or did we just do it once?
Just once.
Okay. That was the Christmas one too.
Mm-hmm.
That
was a nice one because it snowed in Alabama and we were in New Orleans enjoying beautiful weather and eating Ethiopian food while the Alabamians were snowed in.
The trip was good. The drive on Christmas Day sucked ass.
Oh yeah.
That was rough because nothing was open.
Yep.
We got to New Orleans. I don't know why I didn't anticipate that, but
none of us did though.
Nothing was open. No, like the only thing we could find open was a Crystals on Bourbon Street.
Yep.
And the wait staff was cussing out homeless people in front of us.
And the kids were just giggling and then
Cleo's
kind of
so wide-eyed,
scared. And then, and then we get up there. Oh, hey, baby, what you want? And then Cleo's like, you just went from cussing out that dude to saying, hey, baby. Like, she had this like kind of deer in the headlights look on her. But yeah, we had to explain to them why they were upset and why they were kicking them out. And I was like, well, you got to buy something to use the restroom. And he didn't have the money for it. Well, why don't we give him the money for it? And I'm like, I will buy him food, but I'm not going to give a homeless person. I don't do that. Like, someone stops me outside a store, like, hey, do you have a couple bucks for me? I'm like, I'll buy you a burger or, whatever store I'm going in, but I don't have cash, first off. It's the first thing I say either. Because I don't want to be robbed because
you're a dainty little woman.
Well, I don't know. I might be able to throw some bows. I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. So I'll be like, I'll buy you something inside. What you want? And then they usually are like, oh.
Never mind.
Well, one time I took Wesley, and I guess I didn't want to eat. So there was a homeless person. And we walked out, and he was like, hey, do you have any spare change? I'm like, no. But I got a burger and fries. You want it? And he was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, thank you so much. And Wesley's like, you just gave away my food. I was like, we'll just go buy some more. You can wait 5 more minutes for a damn burger and fries. Let's help somebody.
No, Mom.
This is what we do. We're nice. I'm trying to teach you to be fucking nice.
No, Mom. It's not how it works.
I guess that should have been my story time. Fucking, like, you gave away my food. Dude, you didn't eat it yet. And the dude went and took it to a lady, and they were sharing it. And I'm like, look, we helped 2 people.
Motherfucker.
And you didn't pay for this shit, I did. I'm the one that works for this money. So if I want to give the food I bought you away and go buy you some more, then that's what I'm fucking going to do. Asshole.
I'm trying to think about the road trips we've done, like as a kind of a group. We've done...
Gatlinburg was our first family trip.
Yeah, we've done Gatlinburg like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, the first one, though, was the worst one.
Yeah.
Because we had to switch kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, first or second day.
Well, because they were hanging off of you.
They were, yeah.
They were.
And it was, yeah. And then we couldn't find a place to eat either. And we ended up at that Mexican restaurant where we got the picture taken.
Yep. We have Jennifer paid for us to get a picture of all 5 of us at the table.
Yeah.
And Wesley was like working your last goddamn nerve.
Yeah. He sat next to you and Zane, and Clea sat next to me because we had to switch kids, and Clea held my hand and Wesley stayed with you because they were both being really clingy and then like fighting over me. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I think it's Clea's jealousy because she kind of knew me before I got Wesley at that time, because she was 6 and he was 8. So,
I think they were also just like missing moms too. Yeah, and they were like, oh, I want moms.
Yeah. So, that one was a fun one, but it was also the most difficult one for me.
We've done, what else have we done? We've done Destin. Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yeah, and we did the Mississippi.
We did Mobile. That
Was it Mobile?
No,
I
no,
thought we went to Mississippi.
no, it was Biloxi.
Yeah, we went to Mississippi.
Gulf Shores.
Yeah, no.
Not Gulf Shores. Gulfport? Gulfport. That's it. Yeah. Gulfport.
Yeah.
Gulfport and Biloxi are right next to each other.
Right. Yeah, we went because it was nasty water, and then you took the kids out on a little island.
Yeah, a little sandbar.
And I wasn't going to.
Yeah. Those are the worst beaches.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was so gross.
I think we had a good time there.
The kids.
That was the one with the pool that kind of slid down.
Yeah, the walk-in pool.
Yeah.
I do like a walk-in pool. And the
kids just stayed there the entire time, pretty much.
I loved that pool, but I remember the chlorine was...
It was so bad.
So bad. I could not get below chest level because my eyes would just start burning.
Yeah. And the kids are red as shit. Looked like they done smoked like a whole bunch of weed.
And I think what's funny about that one, though, is my mom wanted to do that one, and she had to back out last second. Yeah. And she's like, okay, Jennifer, you can go. Yeah. So we're like, okay. So
I got not a free trip, but...
Well, mostly free trip.
Yeah, mostly. I think I rented the car.
Did we rent a car? Yeah, we did rent a car.
We tried to rent cars. At first, they were big and young, short enough to be in my...
Third row.
My third row.
That was
Gatlinburg, and maybe
Destin.
Maybe, but then they got too big to fit in that third row with 2 rows or all 3 rows, because that third row, that is just for babies.
Yeah, it is not.
It is not
like,
and then Wesley just grew, so he wouldn't have been able to fit, and Clea. I mean, I guess maybe if she laid across, but she didn't want to be back there because she gets motion sickness.
I'm always amazed, with all the kind of issues we've had with the kids over the years, the road trips have never been the issue. Like the getting there and coming back has never been the problem.
Not really.
Because they've always, I will say, growing up, you didn't you didn't have siblings until you were 18, so you weren't going on road trips.
We were going on road trips.
You weren't going on road trips with siblings.
Yeah, not with siblings, no.
My brother and I, because my parents had a custom van, had one of those, the
Econo Lodges.
Oh, it was great.
That's what we had.
Oh, man, I tell you what, those things were great. Because it had a fold-out, it had a bench in the back that could fold out into a bed.
And that's where I stayed.
Yep.
Because we never really had vacations. We would just go visit, I guess a vacation would visit my grandparents, but we never got to do fun, amusement park stuff.
Yeah.
But we would go to Illinois whenever we lived in the States to go visit my grandparents. And we would drive the van, or my father would drive the van, and I'd just sleep in the back.
Yeah.
Until we got there. And then one time we went and visited somebody, and I don't remember who we visited, but we got to stay at a hotel.
Ooh.
And that was the coolest thing because I had a pool. But Jennifer didn't have a swimsuit.
No. But
Jennifer was also 4 or 5, so Jennifer just had shorts on.
Yeah, whatever.
And,
yeah,
don't
4 or
really
5,
know I'm
who
a
gives a
girl.
fuck?
I have a bowl cut.
Yeah.
Ish. Really short hair. And you could just think I'm a boy.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, if you want to go swimming, this is all we got. Because,
I tell you what, when we first got Justin, I had to... it really made me check my own privilege because I grew up upper middle class because both my parents were engineers.
Right.
And so hotels were not airfare. All these things were kind of not commonplace, but done on somewhat regular basis.
Right.
When we got Justin, the first time he was at a hotel is when we took him to one. First time, and I was like,
airplane too.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, he's like, I've never been in a hotel before. I was like, oh, wow. We've lived very, very different lives, young man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I was always excited to stay at the hotel.
I do remember one time my parents and I went to a hotel and we could not, I guess they didn't call ahead to make a reservation. So we just found someplace and it was the seediest,
scariest
fucking motel you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we slept, but I still remember it because it was just oh, this is... Even I thought at 6 or 8, I was like, oh, this is a shady place.
When I think it was Labor Day weekend, many, many, many years ago, me and Nefer and Natalie, 2 friends, went to the club and decided after the club that we were going to go to Savannah, Georgia. So
from Huntsville, Alabama?
Mm-hmm. So Jesus here I am, Saturday morning. After the club, 2, 3, maybe 4 o'clock because we had to pack And then I'm driving to Savannah, Georgia.
And that's about a 7-hour drive.
And it's a pretty decent drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent drive.
And we are trying to find a hotel. And we find ourselves on Martin Luther King Boulevard, or there's a running joke. I don't know how true it is, but I kind of see it. If you're on Martin Luther King, you're going to be near the ghetto.
Yep.
And the hotel we went to, because Natalie had to poop so bad, we just stopped at the first one we found, was scary as fuck. Like, it didn't have a shade on the lamp. The sheets and the blankets looked like they were from like the 70s and never been washed. You didn't even want to step on the carpet. Like, we were wearing our flip-flops like in the shower and all in the room. Like, I slept in my clothes and had my towel as what I laid on, and just didn't have a blanket, and I didn't use the pillow. Like, it was rough.
Oh,
so that
awful.
You know, when you say seedy, that's, you know, what makes me think, oh, for her to poop, and then she didn't even fucking poop.
I'd be like, bitch.
Which is hilarious to me.
But
we ended up going to Hilton Head to go to the beach. And I had never been there. And it was nice. Expensive to park because, you know, we didn't know anybody. So we parked at the local, like, parking lot that made you pay. And then we kind of stayed out for a little bit, and then I was like, y'all, I've been up since whatever time Friday morning, and this is Saturday. I was like, I need to lay down.
Tired.
Well, it's hot, and, you know, you're in the sun, and, well, I'm not in the sun, I'm in the shade, but it's still hot, you know. And then we get back to the room, we shower with the flip-flops on, because, you know, I didn't want to get no athlete's foot or anything, no funguses on my feet, you know. I get scared of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we walk around Savannah. We find out where Lady Chablis was performing, like where she performed.
Was she still alive?
I believe so. I mean, this is me in my 20s. So this is where you can just plan a random road trip and go and have no worries in the world except for money, because you're in your 20s. You know, no kids, no obligations. Well, I mean, I have obligations, of course, working in my house. But it's
not a lot.
But not a lot, yeah. Not like now, you know. But, so we, you know, just on a whim went, had a great fucking time. But let me tell you, work Monday morning sucked ass because, you know, it wasn't planned and I didn't take the Monday off. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But it was really cool. I would love to go again. Like, just driving down the street and seeing all the Spanish moss. I know you're not supposed to touch it, but, you know, you just drive through it and it's just beautiful. And then when we walked, you know, where we, you know, found Lady Chablis' performance space or whatever. And then, because we were going to see if she had any shows, and she didn't. So I guess she was alive. But then we went to like this little boardwalk area, and it was right off the water, and, you know, they were serving fresh seafood. So we went to this like seafood restaurant and had just a great time, and then just kind of walked around. It was just really cool.
I like Savannah. I want to do another road trip there.
Yeah, that's a really nice place.
I was going to say, when you talk about doing 20s road trips, when I was living in Houston, I had already graduated college, and I was living in Houston, and I had started grad school. And my friends from undergrad were like, hey, we want to come over, and, you know, it was their spring break, I think, but my grad school was a different spring break. Uh-huh. So I was like, or it was a week later. So I was like, okay, well, why don't y'all come over? You can spend the week with me, and then we'll go to New Orleans for the weekend, for like a long weekend.
Right.
And so they came in, and there's not fighting, but kind of bickering, and they couldn't figure out what the fuck to do. So I'm like, okay, there's 3 of you, and I think they were only there for 3 nights. I was like, Michael, you could pick one day. Justin, you could pick another day. Amber, you could pick one day. Where
we're going?
What they're doing, because I had class, so I couldn't join them.
Oh, during the daytime when they're staying with you.
So they did that, and then it gets the weekend, and we go to New Orleans, and we are all 4 of us just bickering and bitching.
Ooh.
And it was...
Doesn't sound fun.
Oh, it wasn't. And Michael booked the hotel in New Orleans, and he's like, oh, it's perfect because it says it's 10 minutes from the quarter. He thought it meant walking.
That was driving.
Oh, it was out in like the bad area. And we get there.
Like one of the wards.
Yeah. And we get out there, and it was like, this is the shittiest hotel I've ever stayed in. Like, and we were bickering so much, we didn't even stop to say, hey, why don't we go to the front desk and get a new room? Because our air conditioner wasn't working very well.
Oh,
and our bedroom smelled like mold.
Oh, scary.
Because we were just bitching and moaning and bickering the entire time.
Oh, that's not fun.
Michael and I still talk about that fucking trip because I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Because of that trip. Because it was so goddamn miserable.
Yeah.
When they left, I was like, I hate you all. Get out of my house.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other like really fun road trips. I do remember one of the most memorable road trips, not for me particularly, but for my parents. Mm-hmm. So we lived I think we were in Houston at the time when I was probably a sub 4 years old.
Yeah.
And my parents wanted to do Disney World. So we drove from Houston to Orlando.
Wouldn't it have been closer to go to California? I don't know direction-wise. No?
No, because no, it would have been probably closer to do Orlando.
I know Texas is a beat, so.
But, I mean, Houston is like on the Gulf Coast. It's only like 4 hours from New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But I think my brother one of us got chickenpox.
Yep.
On the way there. And my dumbass
decided
told
to
everyone.
Too?
Told everyone.
Oh, like at the hotel and stuff?
Oh, yeah. We'd be at the restaurant, and
Well, how old are you?
I'm probably like 3 or 4. And so I'd be like, oh, yeah, I have chickenpox. And I'm sure the waitress was like, oh, fucking hell. So, yeah. And I remember getting really sick when I was there, and I cried because I wanted to go to the park, but I was just so, like, had a high fever and scratching so bad. And I know nowadays, like, if the park catches you with chickenpox, they'll kick you out.
I'm sure.
So, yeah, I'm sure I killed...
I'm glad you didn't tell nobody at the park.
I'm probably sure I did. I've killed a few people, I'm sure. My dumb luck.
Don't say that.
I'm trying to think what road trips do we don't have any road trips planned anytime soon, but
you wanted to do the water park with the girls.
Yeah, although
I know that's not really, it's Coleman, so it's not really a road trip. But.
Well, after Miss Aubrey came on the podcast and was telling about Buccaneer Bay or Pirate Bay or whatever.
Pirate Bay, yeah.
Out in Sand Mountain.
Lee County or Leesburg or something like that, yeah.
I want to do that now.
That sounds nice because she said you rent cabins, can stay. They do things after the park closes. Mm-hmm. Like you can have fire pits. And then just get a cabin for like Kiki and Justin and the babies. Yeah. And let them all be in one cabin. And if Kalia wants to go, and then we'll adults have our own cabin. Yeah. And then, so that we don't have to be around the babies too much. But
I love my grandchildren, but that age, there's so much energy. And you have to watch them.
So tiring.
Yes, so tiring.
Yes. And then we'll be out in the sun because it'll be a water park.
Yeah. And you got to keep an eye on them. And I think Elijah would have fun like at the kiddie. Oh, yeah. I definitely do want to do it.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think, though, we got to do it soon, though. I may have to plan it for like that last weekend of August because I think they close like first weekend of September.
We could do it next year. Elijah will be 2. Yeah. Might be a little bit more fun.
I still want to do swim lessons with the girls, but it's like I waited so long and I got too busy over the summer.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a moot point right now. Yeah. Maybe when Yaya's 5 and Jalen's 3.
Well, Yaya will be 5 in November.
Right. But I mean, next summer, Yaya will still be 5.
Yeah.
But Jalen will turn 3, right?
Jalen already turned 3.
So she'll be 4. She'll be turning 4.
Yeah, she'll be turning.
And Yaya will be 5, going on 6. So that might be a better time, I think, next year.
Well, Jalen, I wasn't super worried about just because she's so young, she'll forget everything. But Ayana, especially, I want her to be more comfortable. Yeah. So I was actually thinking probably late next spring I'd start doing something with Jalen or Ayana and I know Kiki and Kalia. Kiki can dog paddle, but she's not confident. And I want Kiki and Kalia to both be more confident in the water.
Yeah. Kalia's probably the most confident out of all of them, and that's saying something because she's still not that confident, but she'll do things.
Yeah, she's definitely the most confident.
She used to not go underneath the water, so when we got her to get her head under the water and do I taught her the handstands at Grandma's pool. When she started getting her head under the water, I think that helped a lot.
Yeah.
So, that was the main thing with her, was the water in her face.
I just want her skill level to be a little bit higher.
Well, I know, but
just because I want her to be if she's in a deep spot, I want her to be confident to swim away from it. That's what, and for Kiki, because Kiki doesn't know how to swim at all beyond dog paddling. So
yeah.
All right, Miss J. Well, we're already at about 1:05. You want to take a break and then we'll close it out with story time?
Sure, sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, Miss Jennifer, what have you been nibbling on?
Is it written down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably going to mispronounce this because this is from the Netherlands. And I want to, try to say it in German. But I want to say it's speculous. It's a gingerbready kind of.
These are biscotti.
But it tastes like a little bit of gingerbread.
It's biscotti with maybe a little ginger in it. Yeah. But it is so much tastes like biscotti. Yeah. But they're good though.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying them.
And I bought them. I went to, when we were talking earlier, you said that I texted you to see if you would come over early for when Aubrey came over.
Yeah.
I was at Aldi's buying stuff.
I got you.
And so I was like, let me see if Jennifer can come over early.
Yeah, because you had to get the wild turkey and...
Yeah, the wild turkey. I took my mom out to lunch, and then I went to go to ABC to go get the wild turkey. And then I was like, let me stop at Aldi's, see what they have. And I picked out some cheese, and another cookie thing.
Yeah.
So, but they're good. I like them. They're very much biscotti. Though if you like biscotti, try these. Go to Aldi's Speculoos.
Yep, from the Netherlands.
I wouldn't have known it was Netherlands unless it said so. But yeah.
Well, I told you.
Well, yeah.
I read it because I was nosy to see. Because Speculoos is not a German word, but it's kind of,
Well, I think those languages are pretty close, though, aren't they? Vaguely. They're Germanic languages. I believe they both are.
A Dutch speaker and a German speaker is way different.
No, I know.
But my Uncle Mecky was dating a Dutch lady, and I overheard their conversation, and I'm like, what language are you? Maybe there's similar words over here and there, but it was completely different to me. But it could have been because I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
At the time, too. But I have a friend from the Netherlands, too, Sonder, but he never spoke much. So I don't think, because I'm German and he's Dutch that,
Yeah. I don't think they're the same language. It's just that they're probably they're evolved from the same root. But they're both they're both Germanic languages, if I remember correctly. Kind of it's like Korean and Japanese. They're definitely not the same language. Right. They can't understand each other, but they come from the similar root.
Yeah, the derivative of That's probably the way that the Dutch and the Germans are, yeah.
All right, so you did snack time, so it's no my story time. I actually did not write one down, but I was trying to think of something earlier when you were speaking.
Well, you wrote one down.
No, but it's a leftover from when we were done. So I was going to tell a story about not too long ago, I think it was Thanksgiving. My mom.
Were you a child?
No, this last Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So we had my mom and my aunt, my mom, my brother's girlfriend or fiance at the time, and now, and my aunt, and then all the grandkids.
Which aunt?
Nancy.
Okay.
She was up here for Thanksgiving.
Well,
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. Because Nancy was on the podcast.
Yep. Anyway, so they were all over, and for some reason, my middle granddaughter, Ayana, was getting into this thing where she was blowing raspberries. Oh, yeah. But she would do it in people's faces.
Yeah.
And so we kept getting on to her, no more spitting in people's faces. Because she would, when she blew the raspberries, she'd literally just blow spit in your face. Mm-hmm. And
that's what a raspberry is.
And so we kept getting on to her. And I warned her. I was like, if you do that again, I'm going to put you in timeout. And so she did it again. And so I put her in the back bedroom. So there's probably about 6 or 7 of us in the spot where Jennifer and I were recording.
She's screaming, I'm sure.
Oh my God. She lost her ever-loving fucking mind.
Anytime we put her in timeout.
Oh, yeah. So I put her in timeout. And not long, because she's fucking 4.
Right.
So I put her in timeout. And so I come back out here. We can all just hear her screaming her head off because she's like dying.
Yeah.
And then I hear her, doop, 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 doop. She punches the hallway door that we're like, so
because she's pissed now.
Yeah. So the way my house is organized is like we have a kitchen, great room area. Mm-hmm. There's a hall door, and then all the bedrooms are back behind the hall door.
Right. And
I put her in the back bedroom. So she had to like, probably about a 10, maybe 12 foot long hall.
Yeah.
And
but
like,
her little pitter patter.
Oh yeah, we could hear her little pitter patter, still screaming,
Boom.
Punches the door, runs back to the door.
Just to let you know I'm still back here.
So I was like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I go back there. I'm like, ma'am, we do not punch the door because we're mad. And before I had just closed the hall door. And so I closed the bedroom door.
That made her scream.
Oh, her octaves went up 3-fold. I was like, damn, girl. I was like, I thought you were screaming before. This is really screaming. Yeah. And so I made her sit back there until she kind of chilled out a bit. Yeah. And then I opened the door and she's like, I'll be good. I won't spit anymore.
It's kind of like Jalen when we were trying to put her to bed. Or take a nap. And how much she would scream.
Oh, yeah.
And how I laid back there with her just to try to get her to go to fucking sleep when she was a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Because
she did it to me, too.
She wanted Kiki so much that she would not sleep for us at all. And I was just like...
Yeah, I remember Jalen, I put down one time. I was like, she was rubbing her eyes and she's acting a fool. So I'm like, okay, we're going to take a nap.
Yep.
And she just started screaming.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I'm just going to lay down with you. And then Kalia, like I'm in my bedroom. She's laying next to me. She's trying to like scoot away. I'm like, no, we're just going to, I kept like repositioning her.
Right.
And then Kalia's trying to talk to me out through the door. And I was like, baby girl, what do you want? And Jalen's screaming her head off. So I literally just put my hand over her mouth. I'm like, say that again, dear. And so she told me, I was like, okay, just do this. And then I was like, okay, scream your head off. And so I just lay there with my eyes closed. And she finally went to sleep.
I was laying in the floor, put the fan on, had her in the playpen, and she would lay there. I'm like, oh, good. Because I'd be pretending to be asleep on the floor. Mm-hmm. Pretending. And I'd start to get up. It'd just pop up.
Oh, yeah.
And be like, I see you, Auntie J. Okay. And I couldn't get my phone out because then, she'd pop up again. Yep. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm so fucking bored. Like, and I don't nap, so it's not like I'm going to fall asleep on the... But I was just like, oh, God, just go to fucking sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you're nice. Like, when we would do that, I would just throw in the playpen and be like, okay.
Well, it was like one of my first times, I think, watching them here by myself.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because I would... So, Yaya, I would put in the corner, and she would do the screaming her head off. And then she'd leave, and I'd place her back gently. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not letting you out until you calm down.
Yeah.
And she's like, but no, you're screaming. You're trying to leave the corner that I put you in. You're supposed to face this corner. You're in timeout. This is what timeout is. If you don't want to be in timeout, then don't do bad things. Because you do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. This is bad. Yes, ma'am. And I'm like, well, that's better, but you need to calm the fuck down. I didn't want to. I probably said fuck. I don't even remember. She was like 2. No, 3. I don't know. I probably didn't say fuck, but you need to calm down.
Yeah.
And she finally did. But yeah, timeouts. Because I don't know what Mama does, but you don't do that with Auntie J.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they learned pretty quickly what Auntie J would do.
Yeah, they've definitely learned. It's funny, too, because, like, you and I are definitely probably... I mean, Kiki is definitely like she'll pop him on the butt, but you and I will time out.
Yeah.
But those girls love hanging out with us. Oh my God, they're always like, "Can we go see Auntie J and Papa?" So.
And I love it.
Yeah.
And then, when they come in, just run to you.
Mm-hmm. They're so precious. I love my girls.
And you pick them up and you play with them, and then you're like, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I'm too old for this shit. But it's so cute. And then now we have a 1-year-old that maybe will do it. Yesterday he came out. He snuck out. I don't know if Justin was trying to work on the car or not, but he snuck out in the kitchen when I was in the kitchen. And I'm like, what are you doing here?
Oh, yeah.
And he looked at me and he smiled. And I'm like, oh, it's warms my heart. And you just can't do no bad.
Patootie.
And then he actually came up to me and I'm like, fuck yes, it's about goddamn time. And I pick him up because he's reaching for me to, lifting his arms up. And, that's the signal to pick him up. And I pick him up and I'm giving him kisses and I'm tickling him and making him smile. Give him kisses. I'm going to get you. And then he's like, okay, I'm done. Because he's quick to be done.
Oh, yeah. Especially if he sees his mom.
But he didn't see nobody. But he was just quick. He was like, you're letting me in the kitchen. So I went down so I can, go and look around.
He loves to come up to me and motion to pick him up. And then as soon as he sees mom or dad, he's just reaching. Yeah. I was like, okay.
You're about to fall out of my arms. You're reaching so fucking far. Yeah. So cute.
Precious.
I love your grandbabies.
All right. So if you love my grandbabies too,
yeah,
or if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics,
email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com
or call us at 256-274-1329.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
That was my infomercial, the call. Did you like it?
It was great.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask why we can't go back to Disney World, even though they spent the whole time in the park complaining and just wanted to go swim in the hotel pool.
Tough shit.
Yeah.
We spent so much on airfare.
And those goddamn park tickets.
And park tickets. And travel. And fuck. It was just...
Can we go swim at the pool? And it was
fuck you. 32 degrees.
It was so cold.
Fucking February. And you're... And jumping from hot tub to pool to hot tub to pool. They did see a little baby alligator that they were wicked excited about.
And they kept throwing shit at...
Well, Wesley. No.
All right.
Wesley and that little kid. But yeah. Tough shit.
Bye, y'all.
You go pay for your own damn Disney World tickets.
Bye.
Bye.